Now to that consumer first alert. One of the nation's leading nonprofit hospitals is still working to get its systems back online. This weekend, Ascension confirmed a ransomware attack. Emily Meyer looking into this one for us. So we were all notified of this last week. Where are we today?
Yeah, so on Saturday they made that announcement confirming that this was a ransomware attack, and as of right now the hospital systems is still working to get everything up and running. As you can imagine, what they noticed was unusual activity on select technology network systems that happened on the 8th. So they made the public aware of that on the 9th, and through their investigation they were able to confirm that it was ransomware. And so since then they have, they are trained to go into kind of their plan B, kind of working old school essentially.
Yeah,
so they're doing entering everything manually. So that is what, if you are a patient of one of those hospitals, understandably they are taking a little bit more time to do things. They're not able to look patients up. They need to you'll need to provide your name and those things, and they're manually entering in everything. You want to make sure prescriptions and all the things that you're going to your appointment with, you kind of have that material with you.
Right, good to make a list to bring with you. So
exactly.
Because they don't know exactly what was compromised, what is the suggestion for patients if there's really no guidance exactly what to do next?
Yeah, so talking with experts, they tell me that because we don't know exactly what may have been compromised or may not have, we want to stress that too. We don't know if anything actually was compromised. This is them absolutely taking those proactive measures to open up an investigation and move forward on that. But talking with experts, they say then your response as a consumer needs to be broad. You need to be kind of watching for all things. So one of the biggest things, one of the biggest things that you need to do is make sure that you're monitoring your credit, your identity, all of those things related to protecting yourself. So monitoring your credit, you can sign up for alerts, checking your credit card and bank statements, checking those things. The one thing that I thought was a great tip just for anybody in general would be putting a freeze on your credit. And that's something anybody can do. It is free to do. We have all the information and the step-by-step to do that on our website. But also to note, patients are zero to so there are children involved with this. Yes, and so one thing that you can do, and that was recommended by an expert, I'll be doing this as soon as I get home because I've got 2 little boys, but you can freeze your children's credit too, so that protects them. This is just one incident, but our world, as you can imagine, it's online. Everyone's got a digital footprint, and so to protect yourself from identity theft, fraud, any of those things, by doing a credit freeze, you can do that on your children. It'll set up a PIN and password. You'll have that by law. You do have to give it to them at 18 so that they can, do whatever they want with them.
As an adult.
Exactly. Make those decisions on their own. But that protects them during that time because, as you can imagine, when fraud like this happens, you may not notice anything until like 10 years from now. So it's very important to be proactive. I'm going to have more tips for you throughout the night.
All right. Thanks so much, Emily.